Guys, welcome to another video. How the devil are you? How have you all been? I hope you're all good, in fine form and good fettle. So yeah, I watched, gosh, a while ago, about half of Russ's, the Retro Bears video on his gaming journey, and I need to watch the second half actually, so I'll do that straight after this video. On his video game journey over the years, and then it's on my watch list, and I just, you add other stuff on your watch list and it goes lower down. I promise I'd have got there, Russ, but yeah, I will watch it straight after this video. But then I watched Stu. Stu's one of the old school YouTubers, collectors, etc. So Ninja Bear Hug. If you know him, you know him. Top lad. I'll drop links in the description, but to both channels, both Stu and Russ. Please go check them out. But yeah, so and Stu talked about his gaming journey, and I had a bit more time, so I thought I can watch that while I'm working. Get that watched, and I'll go back and watch the rest of Russ's. I only had a little bit left on it actually, maybe 20 minutes left, and I thought, right, well, I will do one. But when I watched Stu's vid, it gave me an idea to start a VR. So if the two lads, Russ and Stu, want to do a VR to this little VR, then please do, lads. And I'm also going to tag 3 other people, so it's going to be okay, so it's going to be 3 best consoles, 3 worst consoles, and tag 3 mates. That's going to be the VR. And then after that, I'm going to talk into my gaming journey since childhood, which isn't going to hopefully be too long, but it is going to be a slightly longer video. So okay, so to start off, without too much waffle, we're already 2 minutes in. So 3 best consoles. I think the Master System, without a doubt, bar none. I absolutely adore the Master System to this day, and I still play on my Master System games every week. I don't, if you watch the videos, if you know me, you know I love the Master System. It's going to be absolutely no surprise at all. It's my first system. I went round and got invited to a party when I was about 10, to someone's birthday. They had one, and I pecked my mum, begged her to get me a Master System, and I got one. Loved it. I'll talk more about the Master System after this little vid. So my Master System, my favourite console. Second is the original PlayStation. It was the second console that I got. It was the first console I got with my own money. I was at uni, and I bought it from a summer job that I had, and loved it. I bought it with Resident Evil 2 after playing a lot of Resident Evil 1 with mates, and it was just such a brilliant game to get with my first PlayStation. And then I went on to play Metal Gear Solid and, etc, etc. Just amazing. And then, so my third favourite console is the PS4. PS4, PS5, I'm going to sort of bundle and cheat a little bit. But the PS4, it packs a real punch well above its weight. It does brilliantly, and it's got such an amazing library of video games. Like 2015 in particular, came out with like half a dozen amazing games. But there've been so many other great games that have come out on it as well. And I just absolutely love it. And I play my PS4 games, albeit on my PS5, even now, even today. So, that's my go-to now, the PS5, whether it's a PS5 or a PS4 game. Okay, 3 worst consoles. So, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so number 1, the Barcode Battler. Oh my God. So I had asked shortly after getting my Master System for a Game Gear. A couple of my mates had Game Gears. They played Master System games as well. It was an absolute no-brainer. Begged my mum, and I think she was just a bit brassic at the time, a bit broke. So she got me a barcode battler. Just got it off a guy, I think. And I did enjoy it for about 5 minutes, cutting the barcodes out of like Weetabix boxes and stuff, but yeah, it was a bit weak. Okay, so controversially, possibly, but my second worst console, the Sega Dreamcast. Please don't stop watching. I'm an okay guy, I promise. The Sega Dreamcast I bought off a mate, and he didn't really like it. We were just around the corner waiting for the PS2, and I think he wanted some money for that. And I said, oh, I'll have it. I was still playing my PlayStation, so I was like, yeah, I'll have an upgrade, why not? And I got a handful of games that I'll talk about them afterwards, like I say, but yeah, I don't remember what I did with it. I think I traded it in for my PS2, possibly. I can't really remember. It was such a long time ago. But yeah, I didn't play it a lot. I didn't get on with it that well. The controller was really hard work. I've only got little hands. Yeah, so I don't know. It just yeah, I just didn't really like it that much. I didn't finish any of the games. I didn't play them that much. I did really like Ready to Rumble Boxing, I think it was called, and I played that with my mates, but only 2-player. None of the 1-player games I was really that bothered about. Not really. Crazy Taxi was quite good, I guess. I had that one, so Crazy Taxi was pretty decent. But yeah, that was about it. And right, okay, so pick 3. So console 3, probably the original Xbox. I can't think of another console that I really disliked more, and I didn't hate it, I just didn't really love it. I only had it, like, I got the my Xbox off got it off a guy who was married to a woman I worked with, and he had 2 or 3. He worked for some magazine somewhere, and I think he just got given them, to be honest with you. So he gave us this Xbox, and the only game I really remember bothering with was Time Splitters, or Time Splitters 2. That was a good laugh, but it was kind of a rip-off of GoldenEye, in my view. And there were other really good first-person shooters as well, like multiplayer Half-Life. What was multiplayer Half-Life called? Counter-Strike, I think. So yeah, but Time Splitters, you know, it was okay. We did play a bit of Morrowind on it, but that was only years later. So yeah, so they're probably my 3 best and my 3 worst. Right, I'm going to tag 3 mates, and they are going to be my buddy Hayden, so Subliminal VCR. I'm also going to tag Dylan. I don't know if Dylan's still doing videos, so if you are, mate, then do a little VR to this. That'd be absolutely brilliant. If you're not, then we'll substitute you for, and I'll pick 4 in fact, but it's going to be 333. But you get the idea. So if Dylan doesn't want to do it, then I'll also tag Gib84 Gaming, Gordon. But Gordon, you can do one anyway, buddy. And then my 3rd, although my 4th pick, is going to be Retro Red Steve. So yeah, it's your 3 best, your 3 worst, and 3 mates. So yeah, guys, I'll tag you all below. Dylan, if you don't want to do it, it's not an issue, mate. But if you do, that'd be awesome. And yeah, okay, so that's that part of the video done. Now I'm going to talk about my journey, and I'm gonna not have the video last too long, hopefully. But yeah, I really enjoyed Russ's video, what I've seen so far. Really enjoyed Stu's video. Really got me thinking, and it came up with that little vid of doing like a little VR thing. My gaming journey actually didn't start with the Sega Master System. So when I was about 5 or 6, we lived in a little house, and my mum knew a guy who knew a guy, sort of thing, sort of friend of the family, I guess, and he lent us an Atari 2600 for the weekend. I think it was the 2600 Junior. I think that's what's in my head anyway. And I think I played Pac-Man and Space Invaders. I played so much Space Invaders. Oh my god. So Space Invaders was like the first game I ever played, and just loved it. And it was a lot of years later, because I think that was like 1985, I think. So I was like 5, you know. And it was a lot of years before I got the Master System in 91, I think, and that was second hand. So between 85 and 91, I had to do what most of us had to do if you didn't own a video game console. I had to play in arcades, you know. So, and I've got fond memory of playing in arcades, but this video is not about that. It's about the game systems I owned. So 91 birthday, I mentioned earlier in the vid, begged my mum for a Master System after seeing one in or at another lad's birthday. Is it a shame that his mum hadn't bought him a Mega Drive, with it being 91? Yeah, probably, perhaps. But I'd seen this Master System. They were playing Double Dragon 2-player, and it was like somebody had shown me that they had invented fire. So little 11-year-old or 10-year-old me at the time couldn't believe what was happening on the screen in front of him at this birthday party. And I got one quick little go. Absolutely loved it. And yeah, my mum walked down to the second-hand shop at the end of our road. It was on the same road as us. I'd walked past the front window of this shop for about 2 weeks, every morning seeing this Master System boxed, which I've still got in the window. And Mum, it's there, let me show you, you know, let me go, but we've got to go right now, you know, and really excited. And yeah, she had got it for me, and it came with a few games. I think it came with Psychic World, which is a bit pricier these days, but I had Outrun, Double Dragon it had, Vigilante, and then I got some other games like Moonwalker. My mum pre-ordered Sonic 1 for me, which, again, just amazing game. Yeah, so, and it was the Model 1. I'm not like a Master System snob. I just don't really like the Model 2. I don't. I never really had Alex Kidd unless I played it afterwards around friends' houses, because they had a built-in copy. And I liked Alex Kidd. It was a great game, but I never really got very far on it, because I was only ever playing it 5 minutes at a time around their house. I have since gone back and finished the game. It's still hard, even in your 40s. But then again, I didn't get a system for me until about 1998, when I got a PS1, and I bought that with my own money. I had a job on a building site as a summer job between, when I was at university, between years. And yeah, I loved it. I got Resident Evil 2 with it, and I think at first that was the only game I got. And it had a demo disc on it with all these other cool games. It had this T-Rex walking thing on it, which was a bit of a demo. And you could put your music CDs, and it would have all these colours and that come up on the TV and all that. Loved all of it, loved it. I've got such nostalgia just talking about it now. And I just played Resident Evil 2 over and over and over again. And then I got Resident Evil 1, the director's cut. And I played that. I'd already seen Resi Evil 1 finished so many times by my mates that I always got stuck and forgot what to do, and I played other games. So it was only recently that I sort of finished Resident Evil 1, and that was only like the training mode. So you don't even fight the tyrant at the end. Shocking, I know. But yeah, loved that. And I think the pinnacle for me was probably, if not Resident Evil 2, definitely would have been Metal Gear Solid. What a game that was. What a game. Borrowed it off a lad that was next door to me in halls in year 2 of uni. Loved it. Now in between those, that Master System to PS1, or PlayStation, sorry, should I say, I did play other systems. My brother was a Nintendo brat, and he got the Super Nintendo, the N64, and a PC. So how's that even fair? I think I'd probably ask for fishing tackle or a bike or other stuff. So he got the Super Nintendo that we only had a few months, really. We lost it in a house fire. I did play it a bit. I finished one game on the Super Nintendo, and I think I can't think of any other game I've actually finished since. That was Donkey Kong Country. And to this day, I love Donkey Kong Country. It's my favourite Super Nintendo game by a mile. Looks absolutely amazing. I think it pushed the system pretty hard as well, and it just is such a great game. I have since gone back and played some Super Nintendo games, but not that many. I've not really explored the library that much, really. I don't think, it wasn't mine, it was my brother's, and I never had enough time with it to develop the nostalgia. And then my brother got an N64. There was a lad at uni, because it was about the same sort of time, and he had GoldenEye. And we used to come in from the pub, pile around his room, and just play GoldenEye until stupid o'clock, you know. And then my brother got an N64, that summer I was playing Zelda the Ocarina of Time. Again, never finished it. And GoldenEye, but I did finish GoldenEye, and we had so many mates come round our gaff to play games. Everyone was round all the time. So we would play multiplayer games, which really just meant GoldenEye, to be honest. I just loved GoldenEye so much. I really did. It was such an amazing game. Loved it. So yeah, and then PC, really, just Championship Manager. Oh my God, the hours I must have put into Champ over the years. Championship Manager, definitely Champ 2, Champ 3, and then I think they were updated just yearly after that. So like Champ Manager 98, 99, 2000, 2001, and so on and so forth. The hours we sunk into that. And after my PlayStation, I got a PC built for myself with my first big job. And I was like, right, and I just had no time to play it. But I bought games like Half-Life, Hitman, the very first Hitman. I got it on PC. I played there was like a trilogy of Blair Witch games that came out on the PC. And an Alice in Wonderland type game. Black and White I played on PC, loved that. But Championship Manager was pretty much the main one. And then life kind of took over, really. You settle down, you get married, all that sort of stuff. So, and whilst I did get a PS2 after the PS1, I didn't play a lot. I don't think I finished or completed any games on my PS2 because I never played it enough. I was just too busy working and doing other stuff. But I remember great games that I still enjoyed, like Metal Gear Solid 2, Silent Hill 2's the remake's just come out. A game called Eco. I played a lot of Gran Turismo 2, I think it was. Tony Hawk's Pro Skate. Oh my God, I played that a ton. Was it the second or third? I think it was the third game actually on PS3. So yeah, I played a ton of other games on the PS2, but never finished any of them, I don't think, because I just didn't really play it very much. And then after that, I relocated, I moved, settled down, family, all that sort of stuff. And we got, instead of I don't know why we did it. I think I do remember why actually. But I bought an Xbox 360, and I wanted to spend the money. We were kind of broke back then. So I kind of said, oh, I'll get it for you, love, to the wife. But it was sort of for both of us. and I really wanted to play Gears of War. There was a lad at work that was talking me through Gears of War and talking about it, and I thought, yeah, I really fancy giving that a go. So we bought an Xbox 360. We did have a bit of trouble with it, and it got the Ring of Death, then the next one, and then the next one, and I think then we got a fourth one by the time we didn't pay. They just replaced it at, I think it was Electronics Boutique back then. They just replaced it for nothing. So yeah, but by the fourth Xbox 360 we had, it worked fine. They'd ironed out the kinks, and we've still got that one somewhere. Even when we moved, we relocated and I sold up back in 2015. The lad that ended up with our Xbox collection, really nice lad actually, just gave everything back to us. Didn't want any money, no nothing. So we've got our rock band with the guitars, and must have had about, I don't know, 100 games with it. We got everything back. And then as the kids came, we sort of got the Wii and the Wii U. They were for my kiddies, really. I didn't mind the Wii U. I didn't get time to really play it, to be honest. But on the Wii, I do have fond memories of playing Super Mario Galaxy with my lad, because he was ever so small then, and he got stuck all the time, like little kiddies do. So I was always helping him. So yeah, I got some very fond memories of playing that one with him. And then after the Wii U, that was kind of when we moved. So I bought myself a PS4 in America when we were over there, and I've still got that. It was the exclusive Nathan Drake console. I'm trying to think, is it A Thief's End, the name of the game, I think, the fourth one? I can't remember. But yeah, Uncharted limited edition console, bought that out there, and we all sort of used it. I bought it because I really wanted to play Fallout 4, because I loved that game when it came out, and I still enjoy it now. So yeah, after the PS4, we bought tons of Nintendo Switches for some reason. I'm not joking, we got more Nintendo Switches than we've got people live in the house. It's ridiculous. And my lad went down the Xbox route after his Wii U, so he sort of went... Now, you'll have to forgive me if I've got this wrong, but was it the 1S, then the Series S, and now he's got the Series X, the big black one? I think that's what they are. So that's his little journey as well. And I played a little bit on them as well. I just never really got on with Xbox that much after the 360, because I went back to PS4. Which I don't regret. I love the PS4. Absolutely love the PS4. And I did go back and buy a PS3 afterwards, but why would you bother? You got the PS4 then. You know, I picked it up in a charity shop. Yeah, and then PS5 more recently. And that's kind of it. Now, I did get the odd little thing along the way. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I got a barcode battler, which wasn't brilliant. Picked up the Dreamcast from my mate Andy years ago. Didn't love it. It was all right. And I did pick up a GameCube for about 5 minutes, and I played that for a little while. I think I just gave it away. I picked up my first Game Boy was a Game Boy Advance, and I gave that away to a really poor lad, actually, that was working. He was the groundsman of the hotel that we stopped at while I was on holiday, and he had a little... I just got quite pally with him, and he had a little go on it, and he loved it, and I said, oh, just keep it. So yeah, you just give stuff away, don't you? You know, so that's my gaming journey anyway. And I've said it before in videos, I'll say it again, my golden years of gaming are right now. I loved all of the game systems, most of the game systems that I played through the years, but I was always out playing football, playing rugby, fishing, camping, building dens in the woods, like you do when you're kids. And I didn't play tons of video games. I played quite a lot, but not tons and tons. And I would say I'm enjoying video games right now as much as I ever have. So that's me done. Video's gone on long enough. If you'd like to do a VR to the whole thing and do your gaming journey, be my guest, tag me in, I'll absolutely watch it. After Russ's, obviously. Yeah, but if you want to do a VR to the first part of the video, even if I didn't tag you, please be my guest and tag me in, I'll watch it. Guys, thanks ever so much. Have a good one. I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much. All the best.